They say a man dies twice, once when his heart stops beating and once when he can no longer feel like a man. But for millions of men over 60, the first sign of decline isn't memory loss, chest pain, or a lab report. It's subtler and far more personal. It begins when down there no longer responds like it used to, when tightness, dull pressure, or a lack of drive quietly creeps in. What most don't realize is that this isn't just a sign of aging, it's your blood vessels sounding the alarm. Dr. Mohit Kara, a physician with over 30 years helping older men reclaim energy, intimacy, and vitality, naturally says the problem isn't your age, it's your circulation. And the answer isn't in a bottle of pills, but right inside your fridge. In this video, you'll discover 3 powerful foods scientifically proven to improve blood flow, restore natural function, and help you feel strong, confident, and fully alive again without relying on medications. These senior health tips are simple, effective, and grounded in real science. If you're ready to take back control and boost circulation where it matters most, you're in the right place. Hit the like button if you're curious, subscribe to Live Healthy After 50 for more aging gracefully advice, and tell us below, what's one natural health change you've made after turning 60? Now let's dive into the foods that could quietly rebuild what time has tried to take away. Number 1, Beets, your natural circulation charger. For years, beets have quietly sat on the sidelines of the dinner table. But for men over 60, this vibrant root holds a hidden power that could make all the difference, especially when it comes to blood flow and energy where it matters most. What makes beets so unique isn't their color or flavor, but their impact on circulation deep inside the body. As men age, one silent change is the drop in nitric oxide production. This molecule is essential for helping blood vessels relax and expand. Without enough of it, blood doesn't move as freely. That often leads to stiffness, tightness, or a strange dull pressure during arousal. Many men dismiss it as just getting older, but the truth is it's a signal, a sign that your body is quietly struggling to deliver blood to the areas that once responded with ease. Beets are naturally rich in nitrates. When consumed, those nitrates convert into nitric oxide, helping your blood vessels regain flexibility. It's a natural reset button for circulation. No force, no sudden pressure, just a gentle return to what used to feel normal. There's a man I once worked with named Leonard, a 72-year-old from Colorado. He was active, walked daily, and ate what he thought was a balanced diet. Still, he had begun to feel an odd sense of tightness right where he didn't want to. Nothing painful, just enough to make him feel disconnected from himself. I recommended he start each day with a small glass of beet juice. No other changes, just consistency. Within 10 days, he called me surprised by the difference. That tension had softened. He said his energy was sharper in the mornings and that he felt more alive in ways he hadn't expected. This is the quiet power of supporting circulation naturally. For those focused on senior health and over 60 wellness, adding beets into your daily routine may be one of the most underrated longevity secrets. Whether it's through a fresh juice roasted with dinner or blended into a salad, the effect is more than physical. It can restore confidence slowly, quietly, and without relying on anything artificial. Modern studies support what many older adults are now discovering firsthand. Research in the Journal of Gerontology found that beetroot juice improved blood flow to the brain and muscles in older adults, suggesting its broad potential for aging gracefully. But its benefits aren't limited to memory or mobility. Many men report enhanced sensitivity, less groin tightness, and a renewed sense of connection to their bodies. Beets don't promise miracles. What they offer is real support working from the inside out. It's not about chasing youth. It's about giving your body the tools to work the way it was designed to. One small habit, one simple root, a quiet boost to the rhythm that keeps you feeling like yourself. Number 2, the secret in watermelon rind. Most people enjoy watermelon for its sweet red flesh on a hot summer day. But few realize the most powerful part of the fruit is the part they throw away. That pale white rind just beneath the red surface holds something that could quietly transform blood flow and comfort for men over 60. Inside that rind is a natural compound called citrulline. It's an amino acid that acts as a gentle vasodilator, which means it helps relax and open blood vessels. For older men experiencing tightness in the groin, during arousal, citrulline may be the key to relief, not by forcing anything, but by restoring the body's natural rhythm. As the body ages, blood vessels can become stiff. That stiffness doesn't just affect the heart or legs, it affects sensitivity response, and even the ability to enjoy physical connection without discomfort. Citrulline helps reverse that. It supports circulation in a way that feels smoother, more responsive, and more natural. One of my former clients, Harold from North Carolina, was 67 when he told me about a strange tension he felt whenever he became aroused. It wasn't pain, exactly, more like a pressure he couldn't ignore. He had no history of major health issues, but intimacy had become something he quietly avoided. We discussed a few changes, including adding watermelon rind to his morning smoothie. Not just the red part, but the white layer underneath. Within 10 days, Harold said the pressure had eased. He noticed less strain, more sensation, and perhaps most important, a renewed confidence in his own body. He hadn't changed his diet completely. He hadn't taken any pills. Just a few slices of watermelon rind blended into his routine. That was enough to help his circulation work the way it used to. Citrulline from watermelon works by supporting nitric oxide levels, similar to how beets function, but with a different mechanism. A 2005 study published in the journal Urology found that men who took citrulline showed significant improvement in erection hardness and overall satisfaction compared to a placebo group. It's not hype, it's chemistry. For men seeking healthy aging and natural health for seniors, watermelon rind may be one of the most overlooked tools. It's inexpensive, refreshing, and completely natural. There's no need for exotic supplements, no pressure to follow complex routines. Just cut a few thick slices of watermelon, including the white part, and blend them into a smoothie. Drink it mid-morning or whenever your body needs a gentle boost. This simple habit supports over 60 wellness in a way that aligns with how the body's designed to function. There's no push, no artificial pressure, only support for what's already there waiting to come back to life. Citrulline isn't just good for the groin. It helps relax the small arteries throughout the body. Better circulation means more energy, sharper focus, and improved muscle recovery. It's one of those ingredients that quietly improves your quality of life from the inside out. What many men describe after adding watermelon rind to their day isn't just physical, it's emotional. A sense of ease, of comfort, of returning to something they didn't realize they missed until it came back. This is what aging gracefully looks like, not giving up, not surrendering to decline, but supporting the body with simple, natural tools that restore function and dignity. For those who believe that growing older doesn't have to mean growing weaker, watermelon may offer more than just hydration. It offers hope. Number 3, pumpkin seeds, the mineral powerhouse for vitality. They may be small, but pumpkin seeds carry a strength that many men over 60 are missing. Hidden inside each one is a unique trio of minerals that the aging male body depends on: magnesium, zinc, and arginine. Together, they quietly support circulation, hormone balance, and the energy needed to feel like yourself again. As men grow older, nutrient absorption becomes less efficient. That means even if you're eating fairly well, you might still fall short on the minerals that keep blood flowing and testosterone levels healthy. This deficiency often shows up in unexpected ways: poor stamina, dull sensitivity, or even a tightness in the lower body that won't go away. Magnesium helps blood vessels relax. Zinc supports testosterone production. Arginine boosts nitric oxide, which allows blood to flow smoothly through even the smallest vessels. When all three are missing, circulation struggles. But when they're restored, the change can be dramatic. One man I worked with, a retired Air Force officer from Arizona named Dennis, was 70 when he came to me. He was sharp, active, and still walked a few miles every morning. But there was one problem he couldn't solve on his own. During intimacy, he felt a tight, cramping sensation, not sharp pain, just a pressure that made everything uncomfortable. I recommended something simple: 1 tablespoon of raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds each day. He could add them to oatmeal, sprinkle them into a smoothie, or just eat them straight. 3 weeks later, Dennis called and said the pressure had faded. Not only that, his energy had returned in the mornings, and he felt more grounded in his body than he had in years. That's the quiet power of mineral-rich foods. They don't just fix one symptom, they rebuild what time and stress have gradually worn down. For men focused on senior health and daily habits for longevity, pumpkin seeds are a tool that fits right into everyday life. No prep, no pills, no stress. A study published in Nutrients in 2020 showed that zinc and magnesium are significantly linked to testosterone levels in aging men. Another study found that arginine supplementation improved blood vessel flexibility and increased nitric oxide activity. These minerals don't just support circulation, they help restore the foundation of masculine vitality. The beauty of pumpkin seeds is in their simplicity. They require no recipe, no fancy equipment. Just a handful each day is enough to start filling in the gaps your body might not even realize are there. Over time, the benefits build quietly but powerfully: better blood flow, stronger responses, and a sense of strength that feels natural, not forced. When men over 60 talk about feeling off, it's often not about libido or drive. It's about connection to their body, to their energy, to their identity. Pumpkin seeds may seem too small to matter, but inside each one is a concentrated source of life-giving minerals that can help restore that connection day by day. Aging doesn't mean giving up the things that make you feel alive. It means learning how to support them in smarter, simpler ways. Pumpkin seeds are one of those small habits that carry big rewards for over 60 wellness. Not just for performance, but for confidence, comfort, and control. Number 4, the biggest mistake: trusting pills instead of nourishing your body. One of the greatest myths men over 60 are told is that a pill can fix everything, that with the right prescription, things will go back to the way they were. But the truth is, pills like Viagra don't restore health. They override it. They don't repair blood vessels. They don't rebuild nitric oxide. They simply force blood through a system that may already be breaking down. That's why so many men find that the pills work at first, but then start fading. The effect gets weaker. The side effects grow stronger. And somewhere along the way, the body's natural ability to respond gets left behind. Your penis isn't broken, it's undernourished. That sentence came from a conversation I had with a man named Walter. He was 74 and had been relying on medication for almost a decade. At first, it gave him what he needed, but over time, the results became unpredictable. Some nights it worked, others it didn't, and he was beginning to feel anxious, even ashamed. What bothered him most wasn't the performance. It was the loss of control. He told me, "It's like I have to hope the pill kicks in. I don't feel like I'm in charge anymore." That's when we talked about nourishment, about supporting blood flow from the inside, about giving the body the tools it needs, like nitric oxide from beet citrulline, from watermelon, and minerals from pumpkin seeds. Not to replace medication overnight, but to stop depending on it like a crutch. Within 4 weeks of changing his routine, Walter saw something surprising. His responses were stronger, more consistent. But even more than that, he told me, "I feel like myself again." Viagra and similar drugs are not long-term solutions. They create the appearance of function, but they don't fix the cause. They don't open hardened arteries. They don't calm the tension in groin muscles. And they don't teach the body how to circulate blood on its own again. A study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine found that while PDE5 inhibitors like Viagra improve erections, their effectiveness declines with long-term use in men who do not address underlying health factors. Another study from the Cleveland Clinic showed that lifestyle changes, especially diet and circulation-focused habits, were more sustainable for long-term improvement. Senior health isn't about chasing short-term results. It's about building strength from within. Aging gracefully means giving the body what it needs, not forcing it to pretend. For men who want over 60 wellness that lasts, the answer lies in daily habits for longevity, not quick fixes. When you support your blood vessels, nourish your hormones, and restore nitric oxide naturally, you don't have to rely on pills. You begin to rely on yourself again. The men who rebuild their strength are not the ones chasing new prescriptions. They're the ones who shift their thinking. They stop asking, "What can fix me right now?" and start asking, "What does my body truly need?" That's how lasting change happens. Quietly, day by day, through real food, gentle movement, natural health for seniors that doesn't just treat symptoms, but restores the foundation. Because when the body's nourished, it knows what to do. Number 5, the Circulation Trifecta: beets, watermelon, and pumpkin seeds. Individually, each of these foods offers real support for aging blood vessels. But when you combine them the right way, something remarkable happens. They begin to work in harmony, each one amplifying the other's effect. Together, they form what I call the Circulation Trifecta. Beets are where it starts. Rich in natural nitrates, they spark nitric oxide production. That's the compound your body needs to expand blood vessels and get blood moving. Especially after 60, when nitric oxide levels drop, this becomes the missing link. Beets open the door to better circulation. Then comes watermelon, specifically the white rind. That part holds a powerful amino acid called citrulline. It relaxes the smaller blood vessels and calms the muscle tension that many older men feel during arousal. Think of it as a softener, gently easing pressure inside the groin. Not only does it make intimacy feel more comfortable, but it also helps blood flow stay steady, not forced. Pumpkin seeds finish the trio. These little seeds deliver magnesium, zinc, and arginine, the exact nutrients your body depends on to maintain strong, steady circulation and healthy testosterone levels. While beets and watermelon do the immediate work, pumpkin seeds build the foundation. They help your system stay strong long after the meal is over. This combination creates a layered effect. One opens, one softens, one sustains. I saw this firsthand with Raymond, a 66-year-old from Ohio. He was active but frustrated. He had tried everything: supplements, prescription pills, even stress reduction routines. Nothing seemed to stick. His main complaint was that he felt inconsistent both physically and emotionally. We walked through the trifecta approach: beet juice in the morning, watermelon smoothies mid-morning, a handful of pumpkin seeds in the afternoon. That's all. No medications, no complex diets, just rhythm and repetition. By the third week, Raymond described something he hadn't felt in years. His words were simple: "I feel like my body's listening again." That's the power of synergy. Not just fixing one part, but helping the whole system remember how to work. This approach isn't about quick fixes. It's about daily habits that rebuild you from the inside. These aren't exotic ingredients. They're simple, affordable, and available in any grocery store. A 2018 review in Nutrients confirmed that foods rich in nitric oxide boosters and mineral cofactors like these three help improve endothelial function, a key factor in blood vessel health. That's the very core of strong, steady blood flow. For anyone focused on senior health or healthy aging, this is one of the most practical ways to support long-term vitality. It fits easily into any routine. You don't have to change your entire lifestyle. Just align your meals with how the body naturally works. Morning beet juice to wake up circulation. Midday watermelon with the rind to ease arterial stiffness. Afternoon pumpkin seeds to feed the system and support hormonal balance. The result isn't just stronger blood flow, it's stability, it's confidence. It's the quiet return of something many thought was lost with time. You don't need extreme interventions to feel like yourself again. What you need is a smarter way to support the body's natural rhythm. That's what the Circulation Trifecta offers: 3 simple foods working together to help you age with strength, balance, and dignity. Not because they force your body to respond, but because they remind it how. Number 6, the 7-day plan, simple but powerfully effective. Sometimes the biggest changes don't come from doing more. They come from doing the right things consistently. For men over 60, the key to restoring strength, energy, and better circulation doesn't lie in extreme routines or complex supplements. It lies in a rhythm your body can trust. This 7-day plan was created for real men living real lives. You don't need perfect discipline or a personal chef. You just need a few minutes each day, a grocery list you can actually follow, and the belief that your body still wants to work the way it used to. Start your morning with beet juice, 1 small glass, on an empty stomach. This wakes up your blood vessels and jumpstarts nitric oxide production. It doesn't take much. Beets are potent. Their nitrates begin to work within hours, helping blood flow freely throughout your body. Late morning, blend a watermelon smoothie this time. Include both the red flesh and the white rind. That's where citrulline lives, and citrulline is what helps your arteries relax. You'll feel less internal pressure, less tightness, more comfort in the parts of your body that need smooth circulation to respond. In the afternoon, reach for a handful of pumpkin seeds. Raw and unsalted is best. These are your daily mineral dose: magnesium, zinc, and arginine. They don't make a dramatic entrance, but they go to work behind the scenes. They support testosterone. They relax your vascular system. They build up your ability to stay strong day after day. This plan isn't just about food, it's about rhythm. Drink plenty of water throughout the day. Dehydration makes everything harder. Blood gets thicker, circulation slows, and muscle tension increases. Stay hydrated and your body will respond more smoothly, especially during physical or intimate moments. Move your body gently. A walk around the block, a stretch in the living room. It doesn't have to be intense. What matters is movement. Blood flow thrives on motion. When you stay still too long, the system slows. When you move even lightly, you keep everything alive. And finally, honor your body's clock. Go to sleep around the same time each night. Wake up with the sun if you can. Circadian rhythm isn't just for energy. It plays a role in hormone regulation, tissue repair, and mood. When you're consistent, your body begins to restore itself more efficiently because it knows when to heal. I once shared this plan with Marcus, a 69-year-old bus driver from Indiana. He had been feeling run down. Not sick, just slower, less responsive. He had trouble sleeping, felt foggy in the morning, and described what he called a dullness in his lower body. Nothing hurt, but everything felt less alive. He followed the plan for 1 week. By day 4, his sleep improved. By day 6, he felt more energy in the morning. After 7 days, that dull pressure he had felt for months began to fade. He told me he wasn't expecting miracles, but what he got felt like one. This isn't a magic trick, it's nourishment. Gentle, consistent nourishment that aligns with how your body's built. These are senior health tips that work because they respect the biology of aging, not fight against it. Healthy aging isn't about going backwards. It's about moving forward with clarity and strength. It's about daily habits for longevity, habits that feel natural, not forced. This 7-day plan fits into any lifestyle. It doesn't require willpower, just a decision, a simple promise to show up for yourself each day. Your body already knows how to respond. You just have to give it the chance. You are not broken. You are simply undernourished. Your body is still capable of healing, rebuilding, and coming back to life one decision at a time. Blood flow, energy, confidence. They don't disappear forever. They return when you begin to support yourself from the inside out. Because this journey isn't just about erections or circulation, it's about identity. It's about joy. It's about connection. After 60, many men feel like they're slowly fading, not just physically, but emotionally. But the truth is, you don't have to settle for that. You can feel alive again, strong, grounded, present. You deserve to feel like yourself without fear, without shame, without hiding. What you've heard today isn't just information, it's an invitation to reclaim what's yours. If this video helped you, leave a comment below. Share it with someone who needs to hear this. And if you haven't already subscribed so you never miss the tools your body is quietly asking for, you deserve them.